Well, things have gotten a little out of control in Mandya, and the police had to employ a lathi charge, a mild one, to control crowds. People staying a lot longer than they had to, and when they were asked to move, they were reacting rather negatively towards the security forces that required a use of crowd control mechanisms such as a lathi charge. As you can see over there, the visuals coming in, they had to drive people away from the stadium, the outsides of the stadium, the outer periphery. These are visuals coming in from Mandya, things getting quite out of control. See the vast number of people running out. It has gotten quite a bit out of control. This was anticipated, and the police have taken the measures, the crowd control mechanisms to bring the crowd under control. They've had to make use of them. They were hoping that it wouldn't reach that stage, but unfortunately it did at some point. My colleague Adarsh Vepachedu is joining us on the phone for more on this. Adarsh, as we are seeing large numbers of people coming in to pay tribute to Amrish, the police were in a way anticipating such an eventuality. It looks like they were well prepared for it, but crowds going out of control, we've seen this before in a similar situation, haven't we?
Well, indeed, Nikhil, there is sizable presence of the police personnel on ground in Mandya at the Visvesvaraya Stadium, and they are in place just for the fact that things like this can happen, and people have been flowing it right since morning, and a few of them, when they almost piled up in a certain place and were not really moving from that location, it looks like the cops had to resort to a mild sort of a lathi charge, you can call it, to disperse the crowd and to ensure that law and order is maintained. It could also be that something that could have probably disturbed peace that probably took place in that location, and to ensure that nothing goes out of hand, the cops eventually had to resort to a lathi charge. And again, as you were saying, with crowds and with people in such high numbers coming in to catch one last glimpse of their beloved leader, with the kind of depression, sadness and anger that the fans have in them, it is in a way expected that something like this would take place. And indeed, the cops have been ready, they've been on standby, and they've been doing a great job right since morning, ensuring that matters really don't go out of hand. And well, that is the result. A mild lathi charge had to be done to ensure that things don't go out of hand, Nikhil.
Absolutely, and as you were suggesting, the police seemed well prepared for all of this. There was this hope that they wouldn't have to resort to this, but in such instances, the sensitivities are certainly high as well, and everyone wants that extra bit of time of exposure. By the looks of it, the arrangements made, the barricading made, it made it all very smooth, so perhaps that's what also smoothened the whole crowd control process, isn't it? Indeed,
indeed. As we were just discussing, the arrangements are very much in place, and they've been done so to ensure that there is no untoward incident, but nothing is really foolproof. Things like this ought to happen, and we've just seen one instance here. And as you were saying as well, the fans and the admirers who've gathered at the Visvesvaraya Stadium, definitely an emotional lot, a very touchy people, and they've been fans for a very, very long time. So tempers can probably run out of hand, and anger, there's anger, and there's so much depression in them that they ought to get it out in this manner, and with so many people at one particular location, a little bit of jostling, a little bit of pushing around is ought to happen, Nikhil. But in the end, it looks like the situation is somewhat under control after the police stepped in and ensured things don't go further out of hand, Nikhil.
Thank you, Adarsh, for bringing us these details. Well, certainly the police having to ramp up their efforts to bring the crowd under control, and this is what they were worried about having to employ such crowd control mechanisms. But given the expectation that there would be large crowds, this was in a way anticipated, but at the same time it does appear that the arrangements made have allowed for the crowd control mechanism to be employed efficiently, especially with suitable barricading that was done and a fast system used. I'm joined by a journalist, Prashant from Mandya. Prashant avare iga ee sandarbhadalli ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಸೇರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬಂದೋಬಸ್ತ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ? We will try to get Prashant once again. Well, all of this while they were trying to pay tribute to Ambrish, things did get out of hand, and it looks like Prashant avre kelsutta?
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಂಕರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ.
ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್, ನಾನು ಆಂಕರ್ ನಾನೇ.
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಅವರೇ, ಈಗ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಯ್ಯ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೋಬಸ್ತ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ರೌಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ? ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಆಂಕರ್ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ನೀವು
ಆಂಕರ್ ನಾನೇ ಸರ್. There appears to be a problem with the connection. We will try to get more information coming in from Mandya as well. It does appear that there are a tremendous amount of difficulties in controlling the crowd, but also appears that the police have gotten that under control and have pulled people out of the area if they were acting in an undesirable way. Well, the crowds are certainly getting out of control, but this was anticipated. The police had their measures in place. Lathi charge was warranted in cases where there was lingering, there was a violent reaction or an attempt at a violent reaction if they were asked to move from the area by the police, and that is what has necessitated such crowd control mechanisms to drive people away. This has happened in such situations before. The fear that it would happen here is also such a lingered, but at the same time it may not have lasted very long either. We will be getting more updates on this as time passes by. This is an open ground where tributes can be brought in until about 9 in the morning tomorrow. Now, at this point, we'll also look at the top stories of the hour. From what we see now, Mallikarjun Kharge has just arrived. Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, senior Congress leader, has just arrived to pay tribute to his colleague, his longtime colleague, his associate. He spoke about this and was overcome with emotion as he saw the news of the passing of Ambrish, and now he's here to see Ambrish in person as he lies in rest. And now for the top stories of the hour so far. Rebel star Ambrish breathed his last at the age of 66 in Bengaluru, leaving behind lakhs of fans and friends. Monday the Gandu succumbed to ailments related to his lungs and kidney.
ಅವನ ಅಗಲಿಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ತುಂಬ ಭಾರವಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೂ ಅಂಬರೀಷನ ಮನೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
Actors cutting across film industries bid a tearful adieu to Ambrish.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅವರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಜಾತ್ ಶತ್ರುವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಡನಾಟವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಪರೂಪದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅವರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಮಂಡ್ಯ
Right from the chief minister to netas of all parties, tribute was paid to actor turned politician Ambi. Shocked fans thronged Kantirava Stadium in the thousands to get a final glimpse of their favorite hero who will continue to live on in their hearts. Ambrish's wife Sumalata was a picture of devastation while the son Abhishek put up a brave face as he lost his dear father. The mortal remains of Ambrish were airlifted to his birthplace Mandya in a helicopter. The remains are kept at Vishweshwaraya Stadium for public viewing until 9 a.m. on Monday. Dramatic scenes were witnessed at the Vishweshwaraya Stadium. Police issued a lathi charge against a swelling crowd before things went out of control. Heartbroken fans paid tributes to an actor, politician and philanthropist who had a larger-than-life image. An ocean of fans continued to throng the stadium. Final rites to be performed tomorrow at Kantirava studio right next to Dr. Rajkumar's memorial. Rebel star to be laid to rest with full state honours. Another senior Congress leader and former Union Minister Jafar Sharif passed away. Former Railway Minister breathed his last at the age of 85 and his final rites will be held tomorrow in Bengaluru. You're watching News 9. I'm Nikhil Vasaki. High drama was witnessed at the Vishweshwaraya Stadium in Mandya as police had to issue a lathi charge on fans who were pouring in large numbers to pay their respects to Ambrish. The police had a tough time controlling the crowd as the fans continued to get a little out of control in the stadium.
ಬಾಗಿಲು ಬಂದು ಹೋದ್ರವ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕ್ರವ
As you can see, with the large number of people pouring in as well, it was getting difficult to manage. But it does appear that this was anticipated, and that is why the additional security forces were pulled in as well, including a few members of the Rapid Action Force as well. What usually tends to happen in events like this is people are asked to move quickly and perhaps are given only a few seconds. And over here in this particular instance, they had to run away as the police gained on them. They linger on for a little longer, and when challenged by the police, they challenge the police back, and it gets quite unruly. In such instances, this has happened in the past. The police have learned their lessons and have accordingly barricaded appropriately, but there are stray incidents that do happen. But to bring things under control, it takes a lot of work from the police as well. But it appears that efficiency being the key here, a lot of the situation was curbed. All this while, Ambrish lies in rest, and people are lining up continuously, have been doing so since this afternoon, all the way until 9 a.m., I beg your pardon, 9 a.m. tomorrow. It was originally 6 a.m., but the government's announcement through Mandya District in charge, C.S. Puttaraju, called for a 3-hour extension as well. So instead of 13 hours that was promised, it's now a promise of 16 hours. So right from 5 in the evening until 9 in the morning the next day, the mortal remains will be on display. The police had to issue a lathi charge in order to maintain the crowd. As much as the popularity that Ambrish enjoyed, some of the fans have gotten quite unruly. There was an appeal made yesterday by the Chief Minister for calm and peace. But this sort of an eventuality was anticipated. So the police had to put their resources together in a big way. This took place a little while ago, a few minutes ago, when the crowds just started swelling up and mushrooming beyond a certain level of control that the police had to enforce crowd control mechanisms. What we're also witnessing here is that the crowds are growing. Given that there has been an extension for the viewing, it goes all the way till 9 a.m. tomorrow. There is plenty of opportunity for the people to pay tribute to their hero. Meanwhile, Mallikarjun Kharge is at the spot as well. He arrived a little while ago. These are live visuals coming in of his old colleague, senior from Congress, Mallikarjun Kharge, coming to pay tribute to Amrish. Here he is walking towards the stage a little while ago. This is the arrangement made for members of the public to view. They are being moved fast by security personnel as well. Absolutely no lingering allowed. And that is the plan that was put into place. But there are those who still linger for a while longer and when asked to move, react rather negatively to the police. Getting an understanding of what's happened here, it does appear that one person has collapsed and is being revived to water. These are live visuals coming in of a woman having fainted, seems to have collapsed, perhaps from the heat of just having a lot of people around there, as well as possible dehydration and exhaustion. Many people have been here for quite a while, and here she just been revived. She does look quite all right, but tired, as members of the police were reviving her by offering her water or an oral rehydration solution. The crowds are just growing, mushroomed to beyond what a single file can handle. Lying in rest in a glass casket is
78ರಿಂದ
Amrish.
ಅವರು ಪರಿಚಿತರು. ಸುಮಾರು 40 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಲ್ಲೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಕಲಾರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಜನರ ಮೆಚ್ಚುಗೆಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಾನ್ ನಾಯಕ. ಅಂಥವರು ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಅಗಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅನೇಕ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿ, ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು MLA MP ಆಗಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಅಗಲು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ತುಂಬಲಾರದಂಥ ನಷ್ಟ ನಮಗಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ತುಂಬಲಾರದಂಥ ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ದುಃಖವನ್ನು ಸಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿ, ಅವರ ಮನೆಯವರಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ದೇವರು ಆ ದುಃಖ ಸಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದಂಥ ಜನ ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಖ್ಯಾತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಅವ್ರ ಹುಟ್ಟೂರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದಂಥದ್ದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಡೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀದರಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರುವರೆಗೆ, ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಯಿಂದ ಕೋಲಾರವರೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೇಳದೇ ಇರೋರು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನನಗಂತೂ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಾನಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾಗಿರ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಸಾರಿ ಅವರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಲವಲವಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಮತ್ತು ಬಡವರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಎತ್ತಿನ ಕೈ. ಯಾರೇ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೂ ಕೂಡ ತನ್ನ ಕೈಲಾದಷ್ಟು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅನೇಕ ಸಾರಿ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ತಾತ್ಪೂರ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೇವಲ 5-10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲೇ ಪುನಃ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೃದಯ ಅವ್ರದ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಅಂಥ ವಿಶಾಲ ಹೃದಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸಂತಾಪ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಜನರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾಧಾನವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಸರ್, ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಪಣ್ಯ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ?
ಮೊದಲ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆವಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ UV ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದಾಗ ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮವನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗೋಣ ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಅವ್ರ ನೆನಪುಗಳಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಇದು ಒಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸತತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು 30-35 ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ಅನೇಕ ನೆನಪುಗಳಿವೆ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸಮಂಜಸನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪುಗಳು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಏನ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಟೂರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೀವು ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 100% ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಮಂತ್ರಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ನನಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಪದವಿ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ನಾನೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಜನ ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನೇನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸನೇ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದರ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲಸ ನೋಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೂ ನನಗೆ ನೆನಪಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಮತ್ತು ನಂಬಿಕೆಸ್ಥ. ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನೇಕ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಗುಣಗಳು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾಂಜಲಿಯನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Mallikarjun Kharge, senior Congress leader and a long-time colleague, politically speaking, of Ambarish, praising the work he had done as a Minister for Housing, as a Member of Parliament for the Mandya Lok Sabha constituency as he was between 1998 and 2009. I'm going on to state that as a human being, he was praised. We have some big news coming in right now. Preparations in full swing at Kantirawa studio for Ambarish's final rites. Chairs and canopies being erected at the spot for those there to pay tribute. More than 200 men are working at the location right now with special seating arrangement made for VVIPs. So preparations are in full swing at the Kantirawa studio for Ambarish's final rites, with chairs and various canopies already in place and being worked on. More than 200 people are working on this right now. And we're back to visuals coming in from Mandya. Certain crowd control mechanisms have to be employed as well, and here is a steady stream of people moving there, being asked to move faster. Tomorrow morning after 9 a.m. the remains will be airlifted back to Bengaluru. Now, 66-year-old veteran, Kannada actor and politico Ambarish passed away at a private hospital in the city at around 10:15 p.m. on Saturday night. In this report, we will give you details of his health issues that took away one of Sandalwood's most loved personalities.
On Saturday, Karnataka had barely recovered from the shock of the tragic death of 30 people when a private bus fell into the canal in Mandya. That a second blow came, the sudden death of Ambarish. Ambarish fell ill at home, and when his condition got serious, he was admitted to Vikram Hospital. Paramedics were called and aggressive resuscitation was performed, but all their efforts went in vain and he died of cardiac arrest at around 10:15 p.m. The actor turned politician was a diabetic and also suffered from breathing problems over the past years. He also suffered from kidney-related ailments. February 22nd, 2014. Ambarish was admitted to Vikram Hospital as he complained of breathlessness. It is reported that the actor was suffering from lung infection and doctors treated him for the condition. Doctors said the actor responded to the treatment and was on ventilator. The actor continued to visit hospital for some days until he was finally admitted to Mount Elizabeth Hospital in Singapore. March 1st, 2014. Again, actor Ambarish complained of chest congestion, and this time, based on Rajnikant's advice, he was flown to Singapore for treatment. The actor was flown by an air ambulance and the ambulance that took off from HAL airport. In Singapore, Ambarish was admitted to the Mount Elizabeth Hospital. He was treated in intensive care unit, and later, as his health continued to do better, he was shifted to special ward from the ICU. The doctors observed him for a month and then discharged him. He returned to the city but was in and out of hospital for about 2 to 3 months. In the pink of health. For quite some time, Ambarish was in good health and there were no reports of him suffering from any of the ailments. 24th April 2018. Ambarish opts out of elections. In a major setback to the Congress, the actor turned politician rejected the plea of the leaders to contest in May 2018 assembly polls from his constituency of Mandya. The actor decided to stay away from the party's campaign, citing his poor health. The actor also said that for the past 4 years, he was getting treatment in Singapore and he would be unable to campaign. The actor also said that he wouldn't be contesting elections in the immediate future. September 8th, 2018. Ambarish suffers occasional blackouts. It is learned that Ambarish used to suffer occasional blackouts in the recent past. He collapsed at Chinnaswamy Stadium while watching the KCC Season 2 due to poor health. It is also reported that he fell unconscious at several other occasions, like at a private party. October 2018. Ambarish suffered from kidney ailments. His kidneys failed to perform naturally, and that's when the doctor advised him to undergo dialysis. Ambarish was undergoing dialysis every 3 days. Ambarish postponed kidney transplantation. It is reported that Ambarish had found a kidney donor and there was a perfect match, but he put off the transplantation procedure. He postponed the procedure for the first time, stating that he would get it done after his son's birthday on October 3rd. Later, he kept postponing the procedure. Doctors scrutinized Ambi every day. Ambarish was being treated by a pulmonologist regularly. The doctor had been observing his condition almost every day for the last 2 weeks. According to the doctor, the actor's breathing was normal. November 24, 2018. On Saturday, Ambarish collapsed at home. Deeply concerned, the family members rushed him to Vikram Hospital. The doctors at the hospital tried their best to revive him, but he suffered a massive heart attack. The iconic actor breathed his last at 10:15 p.m. and was declared by the doctors, opening the floodgates of immense sorrow that washed across Karnataka. Throughout his life, Ambarish defied norms and institutions. He died as he lived, defying the doctor's advice. Till his last breath, he remained the rebel. A NEWS9 report.
We're cutting across live to Mandya at Vishweshwaraya Stadium, where the remains of Ambarish continue to lie in rest.
ಹೇಳೋದು ಮುಂದೆ ಸರ್ ಫೋಟೋ ತೆಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಜನಗಳು ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅದೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫೋಟೋ ತಗೊಂಡು
It's our understanding that actor Yashu has been a part of this for as long as the news got out, has taken the mic and is appealing to those gathered there to maintain calm, to maintain decorum, to maintain peace. See, Puttaraj is also there with him to help guide the crowds accordingly. He's got the microphone in his hand, like me. It appears he's made his announcement and is headed back to join the rest on this particular stage. You're standing there, having one more glimpse at his childhood idol, as he had mentioned. Now, the sudden demise of rebel star Ambarish has plunged his fans into a sea of grief. Ambarish's fans from faraway places thronged Bengaluru to get a last glimpse of their idol.
Fans in mourning over sudden demise of legendary hero. Around 10:15 p.m. on Saturday night, news broke that rebel star Ambarish is no more. The news shocked the state and his fans started to gather in front of Vikram Hospital on Cunningham Road. Fans throng Kantirava Stadium to view mortal remains.
The sad demise of rebel star Amrish has shocked the entire city and in fact the state, and numerous fans are thronging Kandirava Stadium to get the last glimpse of their favourite actor. Well, you can see right behind me there are numerous people who have come down. They want to show and they want to get the last glimpse of their favourite actor. Now numerous people have come down from Mandya. They have come from different parts of the state as well. Now you can see there are a lot of slogans which are coming out for the actor himself.
Sandalwood actors reminisce their times with Ambarish.
The memories are enormous. Every day, every moment, he is with us. I have spent almost about 20 years in my life, every day with him from morning to night. We have done around 60 to 70 films together. And every moment, if you remember, Ammi, I used to call him affectionately like that, Ammi, he is always with us.
I have with me Jai Jagdish, who has spent a lot of time with Amrish himself, and there was a personal touch to the kind of movies they had done, the kind of relationship they had. Let's just go and ask what kind of relationship it was, how they spent their time, his fond memories. Now, you've had numerous memories with Amrish. You've worked with him, you've seen him up close. So, how was it, sir? How was the entire experience? What kind of a person Amrish was?
I know Amrish right from 1970, almost 45 years. And in my life, to be very frank, I have not seen a human being of that kind. That kind in the sense, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಟಿಗೊಬ್ಬ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಶತಕೋಟಿಗೊಬ್ಬ. More than 10 crores. Such a good, better, very good heart, and too much of dana, dharma, ಈ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು.
Fans share their memories.
Very rarely Amrish when I was in Bangalore, and fortunately he has come to USA for a akka conference in Atlantic City about 2.5 years. And he very sweetly and very ironically and critically, hey, I had to meet you here. When you come to Bangalore, you will not see. It means, it shows his love, affection, concern and familiarity. And he was so good to the poor people that he used to donate like anything, whether it is for the marriage of their child, education, or for construction of a house or medical expenses.
Come back, Ambi, fans cry.
ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳ ಕೈಲಿ ಅದು ಸುಳ್ಳು, ದೇವರೇ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಅದನ್ನಂತ ರಾತ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಜನಗಳು. ದೇವರನ್ನ ಸತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳ ಹೃದಯ ಸಿಂಹಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
The man who knew no bias.
ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ನೇಹಜೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಲ್ಯ ಅವ್ರ ಬರಲಿ, ಒಬ್ಬ ತೀರಾ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಬಡವ ಬರಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರೇ ಬರಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಯಾರೇ ಬರಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ 18 ಸಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಂದ್ರಜಿತ್ನ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದ್ವಿ ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಅಣ್ಣ 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 ಅಂತ. ಈ ಥರದ ಅಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದೂ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಬರಲ್ಲ.
Admirers pay tribute.
ಅಂಬರೀಷ್ ಅವರು ಭಾರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಅವ್ರ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಕೊಡಲಿ, ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ದುಃಖವನ್ನು ಸಹಿಸೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಧನ ಸಹಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಇಡೀ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಅವರ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಮಂದಿಯವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Fans wait patiently to get a glimpse of their icon. Many left disappointed, not getting a last glimpse.
ತುಂಬ ಹೊತ್ತಾದ ಬಂದು ಭಾಳ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ HL ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗೋದು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೀಗ HL ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ.
Fans stream into Bengaluru from far off places.
ಅಣ್ಣನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ನೋವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಒಳನೇಶ್ವರ HD ರೇವಣ್ಣವ್ರ ಊರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಅಣ್ಣವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು
ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗದಿಂದ ಚಳ್ಳಕೆರೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಅಣ್ಣನ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ. ನಾನು ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ ಚಳ್ಳಕೆರೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
young fans are left distressed at Ambi's demise.
ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನ್ಯೂಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್.
Describing Ambarish as Ajatashatru, Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy urged fans to maintain calm and asked them to let the funeral take place peacefully. Suraj Devaya for NEWS9, Bengaluru.
Although Ambarish is the rebel star of the film industry, his presence in politics was nothing short of genius. With the demise of Mande the Gandu, political leaders from across party lines paid homage to the beloved actor turned politician.
Politicos react to Ambarish's sad demise. JDS Supremo H.D. Devegowda was deeply saddened by the shocking news and expressed his grief.
ಅವರು ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ.
Chief Minister HDK's admiration for the actor.
ನಿಮ್ಮಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ.
BJP State President B.S. Yediyurappa remembers Ambarish as a minister who resigned from his post.
When he was the central minister, there was some small incident. That is why he resigned for his central ministership. Such a nice gentleman, honest, and in film field he has his own record. Such man we have lost, and entire state is giving condolence to him.
On addressing the media, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah tells us how friendly he was with everyone.
ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ವರ್ಣರಂಜಿತ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಸ್ನೇಹಜೀವಿ. ಪಾಪ ಅವರ ಸಾವು ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ದುಃಖವನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Whenever we goes to his house,